Welcome to Scofield Farm. I'm going to show you a couple things we're doing today. We went for the weekend to Oregon, Southern Oregon for soccer, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that in a little bit. Also, I am planting out my ginger. I am checking on my citrus. We are checking our hive, our split hive, to see if they made their own queen successfully or not. Things got very, very busy, and so we hadn't confirmed that there was a queen yet. So let's start with the ginger. Here is ginger. Look how good it is. Last year when I planted it out, it was barely like little buds on the ginger. So I feel super successful that I have them, like some of mine only got this big by the end of the year. So this is a great head start. I like to put it in my little shade garden. It's like a Japanese maple, some different herbs. I have a dahlia that gets basically morning sun, and let me show you where that is. I've added herbs as we go. I've added flowers, and I did my ginger here. And because we are such an extremely hot climate, it is better for my ginger to get morning sun and afternoon shade. And I feel like it keeps it more tropical that way, because we are definitely not tropical. We are not humid. We are very dry. So I did harvest ginger last year, but it's going to be such a better harvest. I can already tell. So here's my ginger, and I'm going to plant it right over here. And I'm going to space them out. These actually each have 3 of the rhizomes in them. So I'm going to probably take a lot of this area and just kind of space them out. I'm going to amend it a little bit. This is a really cool area. What we did here, we have a Japanese maple, we have some chamomile, a dahlia up front. I just put some dill and lemon balm in. Back there is a calendula, and over here is some lemon variegated thyme. Super pretty. And this used to be an old stump when we bought the property. It was an old palm stump, and we actually lasagna gardening, composted over it. And we composted the stump and made this a whole area where you could plant. This was just a wasted area with pea gravel and a dead stump and nothing here. So I'm very proud of this area. It's back by our pool and our courtyard where we sometimes eat dinner on a nice night. Okay. We'll try to pull this good soil over. Part of the problem here is my chickens get in here and they try to do like dirt bathing, make their little like dirt baths. So we put up a barrier, but one of them got in here still somehow, and I'm trying to even it out a little bit. They just bought all this stuff. Kind of frustrating, but all right. I'll have to do the other side later, but there was a big indent from where a chicken had basically been bedding. All right. So because the chickens have combined the wood chips and the soil so much, that is why I'm going to amend the soil over here a lot, because like I don't really want it to have wood chips in the soil. Plant this and get in and out of these ropes. All right, I kind of amended this a little bit. Not so great. And some of this I have some old roots from that palm that are still in here. I am going to plant these out, make a little place for each of them. Let's see, my bed goes back to here. I'm gonna do it right there. I need to get a little more soil. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, what's that? Huh. Oh, that's just a leaf. Okay. Sometimes I hear gravel clinking. Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right. Put some of this in here. All right. Okie dokie. Pull this in. All right. Put this up. Put this in. And yeah, I think this will be nice. It has two little tiny ones. I'll have to show you what that looks like in a second. And I'm just going to space them out and amend a little bit. Should I be sitting in my garden bed? Probably not, but it's either me or the chickens, right? And if we have these up, then I can't reach, but the chickens don't come in as much and destroy everything that I have been working so very hard on for the last couple of years. I only have one dahlia that survived in this bed. I really should buy some more, but I was so discouraged about those chickens that I always think of the Taylor Swift song, "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things." And I just didn't think any other dahlias would ever survive. Go. Okay, so I don't think that I am digging up current roots. I kind of don't know, but the reason I say that there's some roots I see in here is because these same roots seem to be here when the palm was here, so I kind of still think they might be old palm roots. I'm not positive about that. I love reusing containers. This was a grape container of my grandma's, and I already used it for red burgundy onions, and then I used it for ginger. So triple used before going in the recycle. Okay, I want to get in here and show you. We have this one main stem. Well, what do you call it? Frond, branch? But there are a couple right there and right there coming up, so it will have more. This one also has another two oops, I don't have it on there. This one has another two coming up. And this one, I don't know, did it have another one coming up? Oh, maybe just barely. So there we go. All right, I'm gonna do the other ones, but this will be in this cute little area that I've worked a couple years on developing. And I love it, and I can't wait to show you when things are blooming and doing well and filling in. So this is what my little ginger forest, tropical forest, looks like right next to my herbs and my beautiful Japanese maple. Got to show you the other stuff that we're up to today as well. Oh yeah, there's the one lone dahlia that survived the chickens. All right, the weeds are almost as tall as we are, but we are checking for a queen on the hives that we split. It has been some time. They had the top brooder of our old hive full of honey, so heavy, and resources, and we actually did find on the bottom an unmarked queen.
Yeah, good eye, dude.
All right, we found our new queen. They did make themselves a queen successfully. See that right there at the bottom of the frame? They just went on top of her. But this is what we needed to see. There she is. She's moving up. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? All right, I feel so relieved. I feel like we just hadn't had time to check, and she's there. And they are kind of protective of her too. So that is so encouraging, since this was something new for us to do on our farm. This is our first year of doing a split. Last year was our first year being beekeepers, and we only had one colony, which did really great and survived through the winter, even gave us about a gallon of honey while leaving plenty of honey for them. And they obviously thrived through the winter. And now we have 2 colonies that each have a queen. So we are super encouraged. And that's a little update on the beekeeping. I love how my son loves to help. It's super awesome. We also need to feed our citrus. I'm going to feed it with blood meal, I think, to help with just some nitrogen, get them to really leaf out and grow. But every single one lived, even the ones that don't look great. Even this one's got tons of new leaves coming out, tons and tons. So if we fertilize it, it will really have a chance to take off. And if we water it this year better, that will make a huge difference. This one didn't look great, but you can see tons of new growth. So it's gonna be fine. See how some of the dead leaves they're actually coming off. But this is all above the graft line, so it'll be good. This is probably the very worst one, and it even has new growth. There we go, new growth above the graft line. Fertilizing it would be really, really good. Right there is the graft line, and there's new growth. That branch is great. These were the branches that were weighed down by snow on the frost bag, and I learned my lesson. Do not let snow sit on frost bags, but the plant isn't dead. The plant isn't dead. And when I say water them, what I mean is we did water them last year, but we deeply mulched with wood chips about 6 inches and didn't water very much because we were in a very severe drought with very severe water restrictions. And even the water we used in our house with our family actually put us into fines. So we did the very minimum to keep trees alive, but we knew we'd be sacrificing them fruiting and thriving. But just the fines were outrageous. So this year we are going to actually water and fertilize really well, and hopefully they'll make a lot of growth this year and actually be healthier and better going into the next winter. It's one thing I'm learning with this whole homesteading farming thing is you really have to be willing to be flexible and adjust and make adjustments to do what you can with the resources that you are given. We cannot have a well here. So actually where we live is you have a 50-50 chance of hitting saltwater. Crazy, right? We don't live right by the ocean, but just the area we're in hits saltwater quite often. My cousin paid all the money to drill a well, and they actually hit saltwater, and they're only about a mile and a half as the crow flies from where we are. So that is kind of the little area we're in. So we're on a water district, and we have water this year. So we are going to water our trees really well. I love seeing my blueberry bush full of blossoms. We have 7 or 8 blueberry bushes. And we actually fed them with an acid-loving plants fertilizer like a month and a half ago. And we need to feed them one more time. This one is almost dead, but it's making a comeback. So yay, that's great. The root system didn't die. welcome to Scofield Farm. We are not on Scofield Farm. We came to Southern Oregon for some soccer games for our boys. Well, all our boys play soccer, but 3 of them are playing in Oregon this season, and we came in between games to my favorite park that has beautiful rhododendrons, Japanese maples, dogwood, tulip trees, all the beautiful foliage that you can think of.
Pretty amazing.
Taking just a few minutes to sit, and we're back to another game. And yeah, when we're not doing chickens and gardens, we are doing soccer.
We are. It's true.
We're gonna go see ducks.
But I want to play on the playground.
Well, we will try. We're gonna go see the ducks.
Can I run up? Can I run?
Sure. Just pay attention to people.
All of our neighbors, we got
Hey, Bill. How do you zoom on it? I was taking a picture. The rhododendrons are just blooming, and they are so beautiful here. They're one of the most beautiful things at this entire park. Oh yeah, Mucky, Lucky, and Ducky.
Still here? Yeah. But the one Lucky went somewhere else. No, this is Lucky Ducky and Lucky.
I don't know. Oh, pretty. Yep, they're beautiful. Okay, come on. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Come on, Anthony.
Huge team, like.
Come on, Asher. Uriah, go. In. Oh. Yes. Yes, good job. Well done. Excellent job, team.
Mom, have Ashley, Uriah, and David scored?
No!
Go, David, go.
Right there!
In. Good. Yeah, Ash. That's awesome. Good job. Dance in the window.
Yeah, I know it.
Yep,
He's
we
getting
can,
up
we
there.
can.
Great,
All
good
right,
to see
so
you,
long,
buddy.
Bill.
Take care.
See you later.
All right, good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. What do we need to get here still?
We have been, let me get it out of the sun. All right, we have been so busy with planning my Nana's memorial and trying to be with family, support family. I had the honor of writing her obituary, which was very challenging, just because how emotional it is, you know, but such an honor to honor her that way. Anyway, it's just been a lot. It's been an honor to do her obituary and to work on her service, but gardening has taken the back seat and we've had some low temps, not too crazy low, but like mid-40s. Okay, gonna fill in my video a little bit and just give you a closing. I was saying earlier when my phone died that it has been some temps in the mid-40s, and so we have delayed planting the peppers, especially. A lot of things I'm slowly putting out. I already planted pumpkin, some seed, and some transplants. Planted winter squash, cantaloupe, summer squash, lettuce, mustards. So the last thing we'll plant is the peppers and eggplant, hopefully in the next couple days. Thank you for joining me. I am glad to share a little bit of my trip. Oh, so I shared a little bit of the footage from Ashland, and well, yeah, mostly Ashland. And my family got me for my birthday a really nice camera, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this tiny little camera that is specifically for vlogging, and I felt so believed in and loved. So I'm gonna be learning that. Some of my Ashland footage is from that. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but hopefully I'll start using it in my garden soon. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoy what I share here, I would love to have you subscribe and get updates when I post new videos. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and happy planting. Here, I guess it's locked on me. Come take a picture with me. I don't know how to unlock it.
I cannot blame it. Not locked on you.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't get it to undo it. I watched something and I'm doing it wrong. Oh, no. Oh no. What am I meant to do? Do it so that I don't know. Okay, hold on. There was something that said if I pushed a certain button,
You're
I
recording,
could
are you
zoom
trying to?
in. Not really, but it's gonna try to zoom in on that tree. That's not it. No, that's not it. Go back. Oh, this is it.